Hello, my dear students. Chapter States of Matter, which includes many gas laws and many gas equations. Therefore, it is necessary to discuss numericals. Whether numericals are from textbook or from different source. But numericals are very important. They will because once we understand the theory part, the same equation we will apply in our day-to-day life. That is called application part of gas laws. In the industry, we apply the knowledge. Okay, that is called application of the knowledge in industry so that we can prepare it. The same way, let us apply the knowledge what we learnt in understanding gas laws. Okay, which includes combined gas law, that is the ideal gas equation. So once again, I welcome you all for today's session on numericals of states of matter. The drain cleaner, Dranex, this you might have heard in the shop, okay, contains small bits of aluminum which react with caustic soda to produce dihydrogen. What volume of dihydrogen at 20 degrees centigrade and 1 bar pressure will be released when 0.15 gram of aluminum reacts? Okay, so here is the balanced chemical equation for aluminum and the caustic soda. Caustic soda is sodium hydroxide. Okay, to give sodium aluminate and hydrogen gas. Okay, right. Now the question is, what volume of dihydrogen at 20 degrees centigrade and 1 bar will be released when 0.15 gram of aluminum reacts? Right. So after writing the balanced chemical equation, first we'll calculate how many moles are involved in the balanced chemical equation. That is 2 moles. 2 moles means how much gram? So molar mass of aluminum is 27. So molar mass of 2 aluminum equal to, it is 54 grams. Okay. Correspondingly, how many moles of hydrogen is formed here? Hydrogen is formed here in the gaseous form. So in the gaseous form, we apply Avogadro law in terms of what? 22.4 liters. 1 mole of any gas means 22.4 liters of gas. This is applicable when you take respective gram atomic mass of the gram molecular mass of that gas. Okay. Therefore, 3 moles of hydrogen means what? 3 into 22.4 liters of that gas. Okay, because 1 mole of any gas means 22.4 liters of that gas. Okay. So 54 gram of aluminum is giving 3 into 22.4 liters of gas at STP, standard temperature pressure. 3 moles means 3 into 20.4 liters of that gas. Okay, right. Same thing I wrote here. 54 gram of aluminum gives 3 into 22.4 liters of hydrogen gas. Now for 0.15, how much? So it is 0.15 into 3 into 22 by 54. That gives you 0.186 liters of hydrogen gas. Okay, right. Now, next part of the problem. Okay, this is in terms of liters. Okay, now at STP, because this is taken as STP. What is STP? Standard temperature pressure. Okay, what do you mean by standard temperature pressure? P1 equal to 1 atmosphere, V1 equal to 0.186 liter, and T1 equal to 0.2 T1 equal to 273 Kelvin. Okay, pressure we know, temperature we know. What is the volume? Volume equal to, at STP, this much is the volume of gas formed, 0.186 liters. Now, P2 equal to what? P2 equal to 1 bar. What volume of nitrogen at 20 degrees centigrade and at 1 bar? Okay, at 1 bar. This is what? Final pressure. Okay, what volume is found? This was volume for what? At 1 bar, how much? Okay. So this is P1 equal to at stand initial at STP. Now we have to calculate at what? At 1 bar. Okay, so 1 bar is almost equal to 1 atmosphere, so it is taken as what? Exact converting factor is 0.987. So volume at what volume? We don't know. T2 at a 20 degrees centigrade from STP to the given conditions. Okay, right. So using the ideal gas equation P1 V1 by T1 equal to P2 V2 by T2, let us calculate V2 after the rearrangement. So that is equal to 0.2030 liters, which is equal to 203 milliliters. Okay, right. What will be the pressure exerted by a mixture of 3.2 gram of methane and 4.4 gram of carbon dioxide contained in a 9 dm cube flask at 27 degrees centigrade? Okay, so 3.2 gram of methane is there and 4.4 gram of carbon dioxide is there. Okay, so it is in the gram. Let us calculate the number of moles. So 3.2 gram of methane means how many moles? Mass by the molar mass, that is 0.2 mole of methane. In the same way, 4.4 gram of carbon dioxide means it is 0.1 mole of carbon dioxide. Okay, right. Now let us calculate the partial pressure of methane and the partial pressure of carbon dioxide using the PV equal to nRT formula. So P equal to nRT by V. What is n number of moles of methane? 0.2. All these we don't know. Let us keep. So we'll cancel afterwards. Okay. So 0.2 RT by V for the methane. In the same way, partial pressure of carbon dioxide equal to nRT by V. What is n here? 0.1 mole. So 0.1 RT by V. Right. Now, what he has told, what will be the pressure exerted by mixture when these two are mixed? What is the total pressure? So total pressure equal to according to Dalton's law of partial pressure of the methane and the partial pressure of the carbon dioxide. So 0.2 RT by V plus 0.1 RT by V. So taking the RT by V common, 0.2 plus 0.3 equals 0.3. So what is R here? Gas constant, this is the value. Temperature at 27 degrees centigrade equal to 300 Kelvin. So what is the V? What is the 9 here? 9 is the volume, because in the 9 dm cube total all both are there. So after the rearrangement, what will get? We will get 8.318 into 10 to the power of 4 Pascal, because here we got in the water in atmosphere. So atmosphere converted into the Pascal, that gives you 8.318 into 10 to the power of 4 Pascals. Now, what will be the pressure of the gaseous mixture when 0.5 liters of hydrogen at 0.8 bar and 2.0 liters of oxygen at 0.7 bar are introduced in 1 liter of 1 liter vessel at a 27 degrees centigrade? Okay. What will be the pressure of gaseous mixture? Now, what you do? Let us separately calculate the partial pressure of the hydrogen and the partial pressure of the oxygen. Okay. Therefore, partial pressure of the first one 0.5 liters, whose is hydrogen. Okay. It is equal to what? Using the same P1 U1 equal to P2 E2 0.4 bar. Okay. This is what? Partial pressure of the hydrogen. In the same way, partial pressure of oxygen equal to what? By giving the oxygen the values 2 liters, 0.7 bar. Okay, so this here and total what volume is 1 liter. All those you introduce, substitute here, that gives you 1.4 bar. That means partial pressure of hydrogen equal to 0.4 bar, whereas the partial pressure of the oxygen equal to 1.4 bar. What is the total pressure? Just you add it. So total pressure of the mixture equal to partial pressure of the both added. So 0.4 plus 1.4 gives you 1.8 bar. So this is the total pressure. Okay, right. Now, density of a gas is found to be 5.46 gram per dm cube at 27 degrees centigrade and at a 2 bar pressure. What will be its density at STP? Partial density at the given conditions and density we have to find out at the STP. Okay, so we know that P equal to nRT using the same formula. What is P equal to? P equal to nRT by V. What is N here? N equal to mass by molar mass. So all this will convert it. Ultimately D equal to what? D equal to PM by RT. PM by RT. This I told yesterday only. converting the PV equal to nRT in terms of what density. Okay. So D equal to PM by RT, or D is proportional to P. Okay, keeping the R and M constant for a particular gas. Okay, right. So now I use this equation which has come from the main equation PV equal to nRT. Right. Okay. Now what is D1? D1 is for first condition. D2 is for other condition. Okay. So what is D1 equal to? D1 equal to P1 by T1. D2 equal to P2 by T2. What is D1 by D2? So D1 by D2 equal to P1 by P2 into T2 by T1. Okay. First you go for D1 how much? D2 how much? Then divide D1 by D2. This you will get it. What is D2 here? D2 equal to all these rearrangement. Okay. Now what is D1 here? D1 is 5.46 gram. Here it is here for the given condition. Okay. Now D2 is what? D2 is for STP. We don't know. Okay. We don't know here. Now what is P2? P2 equal to 1 bar. What is 1 bar here? 1 bar is the STP final for the final pressure. No, for the final conditions we have to calculate. What is the final condition here? Final condition is STP only. At STP, what is the pressure? It is 1 bar. Okay, right. What is T1 here? Initially, it was 27 degrees centigrade. So, in terms of Kelvin, it is 300 Kelvin. Okay, now what is T1 initial pressure? 2 bar. Okay, 2 bar. Now, what is the T2 final temperature? What is final temperature? STP. What is the final temperature at STP? T, it is 273. So, all these we know. Easily we can calculate the D2. So, D2 equal to 3.0 gram per dm cube. Okay, that means density of the gas at STP equal to 3 gram per dm cube. Okay, right. Now, 34.05 ml of phosphorus vapors weigh 0.0625 gram at 546 degrees centigrade. Okay, and at 0.1 bar pressure. At this temperature, at this pressure, mass of the 34.05 ml of phosphorus vapor is what? This is the gram. It is the mass. What is the molar mass of phosphorus? Okay, same. PV equal to nRT, N equal to M by capital M. Okay, again you transfer the V towards the RHS. So mass by volume equal to density. All those you do it. Okay, so M equal to mRT by PV. What is M here? Mass given. Mass given. R is corresponding gas constant for the corresponding units. Okay. And what is the T? Temperature is 819. Why? 546 plus 273 gives you 819. Then what is the pressure? 0.1 bar. What is the volume? Volume is 34.05 ml in terms of liters, because this is in the liters unit. Therefore, in terms of liter, volume equal to 34.05 by 1000 liters. So completely say what you please simplify this one. Ultimate answer, final answer is what? 1247.74 gram per mole is the molar mass of the gas. Not gas, sorry, that is water, phosphorus. Okay. Straight away using the PV equal to nRT formula, you can calculate this one. Okay. Next. A student forgot to add the reaction mixture to the round bottom flask, which was kept at 27 degrees centigrade, that is room temperature. But instead, he or she, that is student, placed the flask on the flame. Actually, it should transfer to some kind of flask, but he has kept on the flame directly. So after a lapse of time, certain time gap, he or she realized his or her mistake, and using a pyrometer, he found the temperature of the flask was 477, because he has kept on the flame. No, it was increasing. So temperature was 477 degrees centigrade. What fraction of air might have expelled from the flask? Okay. Here only some is given, some is not given. You have to presume. You have to assume. Okay, right. Suppose the number of moles of gas present at 27 degrees centigrade in the flask was V. No, not V. In the volume V, in the volume pressure P equal to N1 moles. Okay, because we don't know. No? So N1 moles are there at the pressure P, at the volume V, at a temperature 27 degrees centigrade. This is okay. We don't know exactly. So N1 moles are there in the beginning. for a pressure P, for a volume V, for a temperature 27 degrees centigrade. Okay, right. Now, PV equal to nRT. PV equal to nRT. So we have taken N1 moles. The term R we don't know, P we don't know. We all these as it is we keep. And temperature we know it was 27 degrees centigrade. So in terms of Kelvin it is 300 Kelvin. So PV equal to nR 300. Let's take it as equation number 1. Now after keeping the flask and some amount of gas went through and temperature was up to 477 degrees centigrade. That much, how much moles was there we don't know. Let's take it as N2. So for that, what is PV equal to nRT? So PV equal to how many moles are there? N2 moles are there. R same as it is. So 750 temperature because 273 plus 477. So let us take this equation 2. Now what you will do? PV equal to N1R 300. PV equal to N2R 750. We don't know. We are presumed both BP same. So when LHS is same, RH also becomes same. Therefore, N1R 300 equal to N2R 750. So R gets cancelled. So N1 300 equal to N2 750. Okay. What is N2? N2 equal to 300 N1 by 750. So how much N2 left? N2 left is what? Number of moles left at 477 degrees centigrade was 0.4 times of N1. That means if you presume in the beginning it is 0.1, then how much is N2? It is 0.6 only. Okay. Right. So if you take this in the beginning, it is 1. Take out from the 0.4, that gives you what? How much in terms of percentage? 60%. So 60% is expelled. N2 means N2 is that much left. So N2 equal to 0.4, N1 is there. How much went out? 60% expelled. Okay, that is the meaning. Calculate the temperature of 4 mole of gas occupying 5 dm cube at 3.32 bar, and here for the first time he has given in the bracket the value of R, otherwise you should take it. Okay. How many moles? 4 moles. At what pressure? 3.32 bar. That time how much was the volume? 5 dm cube. Gas constant he has only given in terms of bar dm cube per Kelvin per mole. So directly given, straight away we will go to PV equal to nRT. So at what temperature? Calculate temperature. So T equal to PV by nR. Okay, so PV by nR, that gives you temperature which is equal to 50 Kelvin. Okay, right. Now calculate the total number of electrons present in 1.4 gram of nitrogen gas. So in 1.4 gram of N2 gas, how many total number of electrons are there? This is actually should have asked from the structure of atom chapter. I don't know why is asked. No problem, we will solve it. Okay. Now 1.4 gram of N2 means how many moles of N2? What is the molar mass of N2? 14 plus 14, 28. Okay. So number of moles of nitrogen equal to mass by the molar mass. Mass equal to 1.4 by molar mass equal to 28. So number of moles of nitrogen equal to 0.05 mole. That means 1.4 gram of N2 means 0.05 mole of N2. Okay. Now you know the 0.05 mole of N2. 0.05 mole of N2 means how many molecules of N2? 1 mole of N2 means 6.022 into 10 to the power of 23 N2 molecules. Here 0.05 means what? So 0.05 into this many molecules. That will give you 0.3011 into 10 to the power 23 molecules of N2. Okay, right. So in terms of scientific notation, it is 3.011 into 10 to the power 22 molecules of N2 are there in 1.4 gram of dinitrogen. Okay, right. Now, these many molecules are there. In one molecule of nitrogen, how many electrons are there? 1n equal to what? What is the atomic number of 1n? It is 7. 7 electrons are there. So 1n equal to 7, n2 equal to what? Because it is a molecule, no n2. So there are 2n are there in the nitrogen molecule. So 2 terms of n. So 1n contains 7 electrons. Another n contains 7. Totally in one n2, 14 electrons are there. So 1 N2 molecule contains 14 electrons. Then these many molecules contain how many electrons? This into 14. Straight away 4.2154 into 10 to the power 23 electrons are there in 1.4 gram of into gas. Okay, very wonderful. All these will give the one kind of what, one kind of practice or the perfectness for the gas laws. Okay, so please keep practicing. Go through the slides. You also work out. Then only you will understand, because practice makes perfect. The more you practice, the more you become practice. Till then, have a nice time. Thank you, my dear students.